I catch a lot of flack from people sometimes for not embracing the new romance movie like The Longest Ride or Safe Haven, a lot of the Nicholas Sparks kind of fare that we usually get every year. But you know what? And I make no quibbles about it. I loved everything, the brand new Stella Maggie film. What's going on, guys? I'm Steve Pulaski, back and better than ever with another video review. Looking forward to talking about this one. You can read my written review below, and I highly recommend that you do. Again, these video reviews are just more supplemental. If you want to get my full thoughts, gauge my full articulate opinions, highly recommend you click the link below to read my written review on my website. But everything, based off a book, another book that I didn't read, didn't even know about until this film came out. But it stars Amandla Stenfeld in addition to Nick Robinson, who I really thought was Taylor Ball from Still Standing for a good portion of the movie. And then I kind of wanted to wait until the credits to see who it was because I really didn't know. But the film revolves around Stenfeld's character, who it plays a woman named Maddie. She's a young girl, 18 years old. She lives in this pretty nice home, this very antiseptic, clean home, because she has a disease, an immune deficiency disease, known as by the acronym SCID. And what this disease is, though, is it basically makes like contact with the outside world, viruses, bacteria, almost impossible in terms of survival. So she's confined really to this like antiseptic, clean, meticulously spotless house, has to radiate her clothing based on her mother's orders and stuff like that, and she can't leave the house, so she basically spends her days reading and building models. So what winds up happening is a new guy moves next door named Ollie, played by Nick Robinson, and she winds up forming a relationship through with him via phone calls, texting, and emails, and like so they can like see throughout the window or whatever. Then with one of the nurses that takes care of Maddie starts letting him in the house periodically, but they have to stay on like opposite ends of the room and they can't really intersect. Then there's some dream sequences that kind of take place within Ollie and Maddie's models to kind of give life to their texting conversations instead of making them, you know, constant bubbles on screen and whatnot. So the first hour is definitely better than the second, I will say that. I like the talkiness of the first hour. I like the kind of relationship build-up. But what I really like about this movie in total is that because of the fact that there really is, it's pretty much impossible, or allegedly impossible, that these two can come into physical contact with one another. So that leaves a lot of their texting mannerisms, their conversational tone and everything when they talk on the phone, or even kind of write out emails to one another. That really builds it, and it's great to know that. It's great in that regard because Stenfeld and Robinson are so good here. They have good chemistry, and I'd argue that they're very good performers too. I think that the screenplay, even though if it does tread into a little bit of mawkish territory like these movies normally do, they handle it very well, and I was very caught off guard by how well they worked off of one another and how well they worked off the screenplay. But then it's just the fact too that like you don't get these the kind of tropes you get, like the bad dialogue and stuff. You know, you get all that in like an escapist romance here. You get like the escapist vibes and everything, but you get a very sweetly told, well acted, well written, engrossing story. And you don't get that a lot with these movies too. You don't get like a movie that's really focused on the characters involved in these movies. You get the movies that are focused on the situation, the embellishedness, the oh, I wish I could find somebody like that. This is a movie that focuses on the story, not the incredulous aspects around the story and around the characters. It focuses on the characters, on the story, and gives you a lot of good drama in the midst of it with great acting as well. I can't stress that enough. I give everything a shocking 3.5 out of 4 stars. An A- on Influx Magazine's grade. Definitely won my heart this weekend in the face of Alien Covenant and Diary of a Wimpy Kid: The Long Haul. So I highly recommend you read my written review. Click the link below. I swear it's not that long, I promise. I'll see you guys in the next video review next week. I think the only thing I'm reviewing is Baywatch. I think that's the only thing I'm reviewing next week. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching.